Right then, peeps. So this is the episode now 7, I believe so. Yeah, 6 was the last one. Episode 7. Continuing upgrading the Headunit on this Volvo. So this is what I was talking about that I'm missing. I'm missing the harness for this 4-channel amplifier. I know for those who are watching this just to see how the upgrade is, just whatever. You might well, at least you'll know what to do when you actually want to upgrade amplifier if you want to plug and play one, I suppose. So I'm gonna slip this cable in. Why is I'm doing this install? Because it's gonna be all in the same sort of spot. But upon further looking at this fascia and everything, so this top part is more than likely gonna need to be cut. See that section there off altogether. So I'm not 100% sure whether it is going to be all together or just a section. Just that part needs to be cut out. So I'm going to be cutting it out bit by bit to see what actually needs to be cut and what doesn't need to be cut. Because as you can see, I kind of just put that over the top. So what I want to do now I want to install the Headunit first, and I'm going to leave all the cables for later. Even stuff like RCA is plugged in, I will still be able to, because everything is going to hang down. So all these boxes and everything, I'll be able to get access from the bottom shelf. So I can get a unit in and basically figure out shortly what the hell do you need to do to upgrade to an aftermarket singled-in Headunit in one of these Volvos, because as you can see, this opening ain't wide enough to actually fit anything, because it doesn't even go nowhere near it. So I'm gonna set yours back up. We'll install this Headunit and basically start chopping that thing up and trying to get this fascia on. And first as well, this is the bracket that holds this thing in, the aftermarket Headunit, right? So it basically sits already properly, apart from at the back. So you have to cut these little nipples off to fit this. You can see there is a square in here, but that ain't gonna be wide enough for it to get, well, actually that one might be alright, but this one here needs to be nipped off. So peeps, let's nip this little sausage off. Nearly got it right in the eye. Right, so now then this little cage is actually going in correctly. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put screws in there in the bottom just to hold it sort of in place, because you've got to attach the aftermarket Headunit within these, and I kind of need to figure out how far the Headunit needs to sit so it actually sits flush or shit like that. Right, so that's there. Alright. So let's squeeze this in. Let's get all this stuff in there. See, as you can see, I still can basically access to all those cables. So basically when that goes in, so when that goes ner på det. So that should be something looking like that. Hoppa. Actually, I never knew that these can take this off. Man. Yeah, you actually can, Cool. So it's basically anti-theft mode. So basically this Headunit needs to be somewhere like there. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like this, like this. So what I'm gonna do is we'll grab a marker pen and mark the bottom line where the Headunit needs to step against the metal brush. There we go. So we're happy with the position. And like that. So now we can pop this out, and then we can pop this out. See, now we've got a mark where this edge needs to stop. Now we take this out. So now I can see where it needs to stop. See, the one bolt there and one there, one there, one there. So grab your bolts that were supplied here, 4 of these, and I'm gonna put them in. Right, now we can double check, stuff the stuff in there. And voila. And voila. Something's in the way there. This stupid fucking cable. Like that. Like that. Let's put these 2 screws in there. And let's hold this place. So now when we put the fascia on, it's like that. Let's try. So let's try and see if this thing will make it. Does it sit like that? So let's see it come out. That's how it's gonna sit. Happy with that, yeah? Yeah. Well, it was the wind speed in the way there. Yeah. Oh! Did you shit yourself? Did you? Yeah. Please check the digital radio tuner. If I want to. So that's I might actually can stick it a little bit further in. Yeah, I can bring it further in. Dun, 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 dun. So you have to have the radio tuner for this Headunit to actually work. How stupid is that? Why if I don't want a module? Well, never mind. So I can actually bring this Headunit in by about, let's have a look, by about all the way back. Yeah, so it basically sits flush with the top. I'm gonna speed this part up. I'm gonna put the tune on. I'm gonna bring it all the way in.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out if you ignite me. A road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the sword. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more, feeding from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force. Departed, if you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way,
Spot on. So now peeps, I need to figure out how freaking far do I need to cut. That is the question. So I need to cut basically, I would say, with the line, because that overhangs, and that's as much corner piece there is on this little plastic trim as well. So I'm gonna pop this sausage out of here and basically mark that line on there, so I know where I need to stop cutting it. So goes back in there, and that goes back in there, and there. Yeah, so we'll be cutting this off, and then what I want to keep. So basically, can you see it? No, you can't. I'm gonna explain to you what I want to cut. So where is this? Where is this thing? So basically, the metal piece needs to be cut along there. So along with the dash, there's a little bit that overhangs. So this aluminium trim needs to be cut there. 2 seconds, peeps. Pardon me. So what I'm gonna try is we'll just cut this metal surround off. I want to leave this plastic part, but basically to about there. So cut all that off. Yeah, so all this So all is left for you is this bracket that will hold the top onto the metal. So yeah, that's sort of plan. Alright, let's take this piece. I'm gonna use a grinder. You can use a Dremel.
I'm aggressive, 'cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. Adrenaline pressure, it's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key controlled by fight or flight. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. 'Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
Like that.
Are you using the bikes in cars?
Yeah.
Are you using the bikes in cars?
I do, mate. I can't get it.
Aye.
Well, if you can see, you've got to cut it, and that whole thing actually pops off itself. So let's now try and put this over the top. Yeah, that's it. There you go. That's how you do it. Sorry. Lovely. Well, obviously, if you don't use a grinder, you can just cut that off on the side. See, I used the grinder and I cut into the plastic thing, but basically this is what comes off. So you cut the side, top and the side, and that comes off. Basically you got left with this piece that actually needs to go bye-bye. And once that piece goes bye-bye, that's how it looks. That's how it looks. I've got a mint cut there, like. The cuts are absolutely perfect first time here. So now basically this goes on very last. For some reason, see, this one's got these little clips in here. Oh, right, yes. These little clips, right? So I thought, what the hell is this stuff for? Where is it actually now? Where on earth is this little baggie? I need a little baggie. Well, it is a little bag. Not that sort of bag. Who knows, who knows? If you know, you know. Basically, they're a little bag of little plastic clips. The Fuck, the fuck did I put it? Piece of. Fund it. Little baggy shite. So basically, this is the little clips that I'm looking for. We just found them. So basically, this thing, then you need to mount these when you screw them down to there, like that. One side, other side, and then the bottom fascia, which is this one, you've got these little white ones that go over the top of that. It's like freaking Lego, this. And basically, see what happens. So the top side slots into that, onto those little prongs, and the bottom clips into there. So this clips into there, and that's how it basically sits nice and steady. Another thing what I am gonna do is I am gonna drill a little hole in here so I can mount the mic right at the front in here, because there's really nothing in the way, and if I drill that little hole, there should be enough place for me to install a mic. If anything, I'll just shave that off a little bit. So I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll show you in a bit. Right, peeps, I've did the front face. As you can see, that's how it sits. It's got to be, well, this side looks, it's got to be in the middle of that, because see that line there, that's where it meets it up there. And now you basically don't need to run no stupid cables up in there or nothing. 12mm drill bit or whatever, and boom. Look how nice and lovely that sits there, man, eh? Just like from factory, man, probably even better. All you got to do is just wipe that residue, but when I'll be detailing, that residue will go away. After this, really now there is nothing much else for me to sort of explain to you, because this was sort of the most important part of this install, is cutting this top and making it sit. We'll see what I mean. If I used the Dremel or something like that, I wouldn't have had cuts in on the side here. But it doesn't really matter, because you never will see those cuts there anyways. So just one of them things. So basically now all of this business can go back together. So I can wire all these wires. I can wire the Headunit. I can connect the aerial, the stupid aerial thing that's in the back there. That can go in. Our snares can get attached to cables. That's all can go in. Basically all the Headunit and everything can go back in together. So it is gonna happen now in a big long time lapse, peeps.
Pulled up to the set when I heard that brutal sound of the bass. Start to feel like I'm dreaming, man, should have seen that look on my face. But I'm so low key, I'm an anonymous G that I left no trace. But when I step one foot in the room, I'ma set this pace. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound. Better rise up when I shut this down. I feel like king of the hill when they're never gonna take my crown. That's the type of my sound. Better rise up when I shut this. Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. I feel like king of the hill when they're king of the hill.
My God.
And the final result. Honestly, on the time lapse you didn't see it, but I took this Headunit out about 10 times on and off due to the steering wheel control not working. And then I snapped the end. Then I had to take it all apart. Then I had to take the Headunit apart. 700 quid Headunit for taking apart. Why the fuck not? But yeah, right. Fuck that Headunit now. So, boom. You put a key in. Turn it 1. That's when the steering controls work. If you keep it on 0, steering wheel controls don't work. So there we go. We've got a Headunit. We've got Christmas tunes. Whee! Someone special, alright. As you can see, steering wheel controls work on 1. And when you put it to 0, they don't fucking work anymore. Pissed me right off. But this is basically the finished product. As you can see, this is what I was talking about. You cut it, it just overlaps. Nice and lovely. This is the mark where you got to mark it. So, yeah. And also, I finished installing the 4-channel lamp. The 4-channel lamp. All the cables and everything is up in there. Everything is hidden away, twisted around. Cable tied left where it needs to go. And then excess cable just gets stuffed over there. And amplifier lives all the way in that crevice. So you just pop it out, get the piece of shit. Get the glove box off, and you will be able to get this amp. So there's no really cable tie needed or nothing. It actually sits there like there's like a slot. It just slots in, chick chick, no vibrations, no nothing, safe and sound. As you can see, it's on, everything is powered on. Thank God for that. This is basically the end of the part 7 or something like that. Pardon me if I'm messed up, but this is the end of this part. So now, in the next part, we will be doing speaker upgrades and eventually finishing off this whole system. So, more about that in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Like and share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.